The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Only 5 on this play to move the sticks. Gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Left side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
Taken at the goal line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play forward in this one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TV. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit at every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
This take it in at the goal line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. There's Chris Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Back to throw again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Saints! Chris Olave with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. First carry now for Chris Evans. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And, that would get a right-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off the points for themselves.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now Burrow on 1st down. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Bengals had 5 and 6 to start play. And they've lost 3 straight here. And it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
11
to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air again, Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with it and try and get him settled.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Hardy's got it on the out route. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second and 5. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deontay Hardy, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly, got right back to it, and look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
11.
First down. Here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
11 MP. 11 Tommy.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
On one, ready?
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11 MP tank. 11 MP tank. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12. 11. Stop.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. And now we'll see punter Tyler Newsome. Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them,
Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He completes it to Olave. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. And now here's another interception. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so south.
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Now it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Burrow will throw.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Burrow.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints.
Deontay Hardy
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, take. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Here we go.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
McPherson's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando. We check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
and they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Kamara. And he's got room. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 36-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So another incomplete situation there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And some space here. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well.
Here we go.
Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty.
Here's Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. In motion, the tight end. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of 40.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to throw again. To Mixon on the check down. And some room to roll now. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush. A lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Bengals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Kamara up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. This one taken in by Olave. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft complete.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Bengals 52, Saints 31. Graham Gano set the kickoff.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow, he's going to air one out. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
46 yards.
And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The busy night continues for Kamara. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here comes the Saints punter now, standing just outside his own goal line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they should do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season.